Okay, just because we're starting off like this does not mean it's going to be a pose down video. Just wanted to get that out there. But considering there's been nobody coming to my house demanding retribution, I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say that the last video did well, about as well as a small fitness YouTuber can call doing well. Unfortunately, it is very busy.
No, you good, bro.
You good? I don't know who this guy is, but if I found out his social handles, I'll throw them up on the screen right now. Anyways, hell of a clap. Leg day. Some of you are already crying. I can hear it. But I've actually come to kind of like it. It's not the greatest day on the planet, but I mean, give me a second. It's also not the worst thing I've ever experienced. The thing is, my legs have also been growing, so I don't think there's any more talking necessary. Going to go ahead and cut to the first exercise. Yada, yada, yada. Insert fitness influencer jibber jabber. Hey, it's this guy again. Well, I think I'm going to be starting out with the... Oh, shit. Hold on just a minute. Forgive me for this. There's not a lot future me is going to be able to do to fix this, so we're going to be starting out with, I don't know what this machine or contraption is called, but I do know that it is one of the best things for the quad stretch. Oh, there's some people over there benching. I thought they were yelling at me, but best stretch on the quads I've gotten is right here. Better than hack squat and an actual squat. So I'm going to start out with about 3 sets of this. And if I don't injure myself, then this video will get posted. Not a whole lot of reps already. I do feel as if I've already found a weight that challenges me. I am going to strip these 25s off though. So, without the 25s on here, it's just basic 2 plates. So a lot of people like to warm up with just one, but both sides of this thing load this. So, turns out I was doing like, we're just going to assume that there is no bar value here. I was doing, I'm doing some mental math, forgive me. I'm just pointing out in the air. 90 plus 50, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 140 pounds. That is if we're assuming that the bar doesn't have any sort of weight. But I'm going to go ahead and say that it does because it definitely feels like it. So that means I was doing probably about 200 flat. I don't know. I'm not good at math. I'm good at moving heavy circles or in general heavy things. Oh, here we go. This feels a lot better. I'm so sorry for this. Oh boy. Oh, that stretch feels good. I looked over and someone just dropped a 2.5. I thought they dropped their phone, and I was like, whew, that bitch was gone. I think for my last set, I'm going to throw on a 10. If I don't feel puckered out enough at the end of that set, I'm going to throw on a 5 as well. Pump it out for a little more. Wait, shit. Oh, no, I'm going to have to edit that. God damn it. I know it looked like I was going to get ready to talk there for a minute, but nah. I don't feel a need to say anything. Just before the trolls get commenting. Which I know a lot of people have a lot of things to say. Oh, shit. Yeah, nah, that's good. Here we are, the chair. This, for anybody who doesn't know what they're doing, this is your best friend when it comes to growing these things. For the uneducated, those are your quads. It's not just the thigh. You got ab and adductors, quads, hamstrings, calves. Cool little anatomy lesson through here. I think I'm done blabbering. Gonna get this fucking train rolling. Get the tortured hair moving. Now there's a philosophy I've been kind of going with. I think, and it's been working really well, especially if I'm working multiple muscle groups. What I try to do is if I'm working on a day where I have to hit more than one muscle group, which my split right now is chest, back, arms, legs. So whenever I'm having to do exercises for multiple muscle groups, I try and do 2 exercises per muscle group at about 3 to 4 sets. So that does it for me, but it couldn't do it for you. I'm trying to think of how to explain this. So I'm not the best at explaining things if you guys haven't figured that out real quick. So it may not work for you. What I recommend doing is adding exercises if you don't feel fatigued by the end of your workout. Now, I'm not saying fatigued as in like you feel like you're going to die. You're going to want to be what I like to call moderately sore. Not like I can't move sore, but like, ooh, I kind of feel that. You're not going to progress if you're not feeling that at the end of a workout. Other than that, sorry for the little detour. Let's move some weight. Shit, my music is. Whatever. Whew. That's a good start right there. Now I'm going to cut away real quick and get my music playing again. So I get a little bit of what some companies, wink wink, like to call a slight morale boost. If you caught that reference, I love you. El Paul is back. Sorry for whoever's over here doing their thing. The way I have my camera zoomed out, he's in it, and I don't know if he consents to this, so sorry if you're watching this. Got Monster by Skillet pumping. Got about 260 on the weight right now. Gonna go for 10. Enough said. Low key, that might end up being thumbnail. The video that not that video, what am I saying? That little gag I just did, that might end up being thumbnail. Full stack, final set. Also, when people say go to failure, that is what they mean. Until you are almost screaming to get that last rep up. Now, of course, it is a little disturbing to yell at the top of your lungs in the middle of the gym. So I'm not saying squeal like you just got your leg snapped in half, but it's okay to let out a little bit of a scream, not a screech. There you go. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. You can't tell none of this is scripted. I don't even plan my workouts beforehand. I just kind of look around thinking, I'm like, that seems pretty good to do today. So, but yeah, it's okay to let out a little of that's not a word. It's okay to let out a little bit of effort noises. But what's not okay is just being like, ah! Ah! Sound like Drago from How to Train Your Dragon 2. All right. I'm going to try something new for the hammies today. I'm going to start out with RDLs. I'm not doing single arm because I'm not an athlete. I don't need to do that stuff. I may in the future if it calls for it. But what I'm going to do, grab a bar like this, do some RDLs, and I'm going to do the hamstring curls. Try something a little new here. This is going to look a little goofy. I'm expecting troll comments. That's a little bit back extension. Hang on, you got to know. What the fuck? Yeah, I forgot how to do these. Leave me alone. There you go. For hamstring stretches like that, you don't want to go for ridiculous amount of weight. A lot of people are going to be like, only 40? And I'm going to say, the purpose of this exercise is to stretch the hamstring, not overload it. So, take with that what you will. No. Are you trying to go through here? Are you trying to walk through here? You're good. Yeah. I hope I didn't sound like a dick then. That's one thing. Here we go. Oh. That's perfect. One more set of that on there. Okay. My hamstrings are getting a little stiff. So I'm kind of concerned if this is the right move. I'm going to attempt to do this because I don't feel like anything's torn. Tense is definitely the right word. But as Corn said, or not, I don't know if it's Slipknot or Corn, forgive me. I know there's going to be some metalhead screaming in the comments, "Why you got your band wrong?" Shut up, it's about the lyric. What I'm saying is, feel like a freak on a leash. You know what I mean? Nope, nope, nope. Oh. Okay, yep, stupid ass decision. Oh, yeah, I definitely ate my words saying that.
Right now.
I'm just hoping that I didn't tear anything. Okay, yeah, we're good. But yeah, whenever stuff like that happens, don't test it. If you feel a sharp pain in any muscle group you're working, stop. Don't be stupid. If I can teach y'all anything, don't be stupid. I think I'm going to do this calf thing, and then I'm going to do the one next to me. Then it's wraps. I hit abs yesterday. Calves are technically the auxiliary lift. Yep. As I stated yesterday, auxiliary lifts are stuff like this that I do after the main meat of the workout. Honestly, I may sort of just do this one because I'm feeling good enough. Honestly, and a little bit of pain, to be real. But good news for the people who like the pose downs. The leg ones are usually the quote unquote freakiest. So take that as you will. I didn't mean it that way. Oh. Alright, see you on the pose room. A lot of you may know these pose downs are a little different. And the fact that the shirt doesn't come off. I plan on that being a little more smooth, a little funnier. But I know it's a little revealing. That's just kind of part of it, especially with leg day. There ain't nothing actually showing, so wah wah. All right. Ooh. Quads got it good today. Look at that. Honestly, I think my quads are where I hold some of the least fat on my body. Now, some people are going to be like, "Oh, that's a surprise." I'm honestly expecting a lot of trolls. So, all I have to say is, fuck off. If you're looking for attention, you're not going to find it here. And it's going to be a little quiet. Look at that shit. As I said, it's where I hold the least fat on my leg, on my body, my leg. You know, at this point, they were just intruding in the way while I was trying to pose here, so you'll live. There ain't nothing showing. That's one of my favorite poses. Just shows the raw size of my legs because I don't think seeing these in video do it justice. These things are huge. Not to toot my own horn, but that is kind of a byproduct of being or starting bigger. Is the fact that your legs by the end are going to be massive. Now, that's not a guarantee. Blackburn lifts does not guarantee that your legs will be massive if you start out like a big boy. All right. This is another one. My calves gotten a lot better. Honestly, it's one of my favorites to look at now. Yes, I have a favorite group to look at. Blah, 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 blah. Some people are going to say it's weird and ooglish. But whenever you like what you do, you're going to inevitably like seeing the results of said activity. And that applies here. All this is simply, I call it reaping the rewards of my work, but some people are going to have different titles for it. That's just what I call it. All right. I'm going to point the camera up a little bit here. Zoom out a little more that way. Maybe I can get a decent thumbnail here. I hope y'all don't mind. I'm just trying to get a decent thumbnail here. Maybe this may even be a better idea just to take pictures. Yes, I know I got a little bit of stuff showing there. You'll live. There's a reason that this stuff is set as not for kids. All right. Get my pants back on real quick, then I'm going to end this video for us. I'll clap again. Look at me. But another thing I've been doing differently than I have done in past cuts is I'm doing cardio twice a day. Because as some of you may know that follow my personal life, I'm currently unemployed. That is with a job pending.
But, you know, it's not the end of the world. Never thought of it as the end of the world. But for y'all, that just means you get more gym content. So the benefit for you and in the middle for me. In the end, it's in God's hands, and only He can really do anything. So I'm going to end that one off here. Not going to waste your time with all the YouTubery bullshit about how subscribing and all that fun stuff. Of course, I appreciate all support, and I would appreciate a like and all that fun stuff. But I'm not going to sit here and put on an over-energetic voice for all that fun stuff. Explained it many times. So you know what to do if you want to see more. I'll see y'all tomorrow.